Buckle up, drop-off just got smarter. This is the Carpool Dad podcast, where coffee is strong and opinions are stronger. Let's roll.
All right, guys. Good morning. Episode 30, Carpool Crew. We're here. 30 episodes, yo. When I start this thing, recording in my car between drop-offs, I genuinely did not think we'll make it to episode 5. Let alone 30. No studio, no filter, just me and the road. And whatever chaos happened before I got here and today. Today we got a full plate. No pun intended. You know what? Actually, full pun intended. You understand in a minute. We're talking about 3 things that have been rent-free in my head this week. Number 1, kids and absolutely unfiltered things they say about other kids, man, in public. Number 2, meal prep culture and how my wife has made it her personal mission reorganizing my relationship with food. That one hurts. And 3, spring break, Easter break, whatever it's called nowadays. The kids are home all day, every day, and I need to talk about it. All right. Your kids will expose you. No easy way to say it. So this happened recently, and I'm still recovering emotionally. Just listen me out. We're out. Doesn't matter where. And my kids points out another kid and goes loud. No volume control whatsoever. Dad, why does that kid look like that? Man, I wanted to feel what happened in my body in that moment. It's like every organ just shut down simultaneously. My face did that thing where you smile, but your soul has left the building. And I'm doing that parent lean, you know. The parent lean, you know the lean. You crouch down real quick. You're tying your shoe, but you're really trying to become invincible. Here's the thing, though. I had to check myself. Because my first instinct was to go, shh, don't say that. But then I'm like, wait. They're not being mean. They're genuinely asking. Kids don't have a filter yet. They see something different, and their brain just files a request out loud in front of everyone. That's not cruelty. That's curiosity. Pure, uncut, no chaser curiosity. The cruelty is something we teach. Or unfortunately, something they pick up from adults who should know better. So I took a breath and said, every person looks different. That's what makes people cool. Which honestly not my best dad speech. But I was operating under pressure, and my kid just goes, oh, okay, and moves on like nothing has happened. Meanwhile, I'm still sweating 5 minutes later and thinking I'm never recovering from this. But here's what I got me. Kids at this age are literally building their moral compass in real time. Every single moment like that is calibration point. They're testing the world. They're asking questions like, is this okay? Is this not okay? What I do with this information? And we are the answer key that's terrifying if you think about it too long. So I try not to, but really gets me is when they flip it. When they become the moral police. My kid will come home from school just unloaded on me. Dad, this kid said this thing and it wasn't nice. And I told the teacher and the teacher didn't do anything. And I think that's wrong. And I'm still sitting there like, you're right. That is wrong. Good job, kiddo. But then, 5 minutes later, they're doing the exact same thing to their siblings. The hypocrisy, man. At that age, already? I can't even call it out too hard because I'm an adult and I do the same things. And I know I'm pretty bad myself sometimes. The thing is, and I genuinely believe this phase, the pointing, the commanding, the why is this person different, that phase is not a problem to fix. It's a door to walk through. Every awkward moment is a chance to plant something in them that will matter when they're teenagers, when they're adults, when they're in a world that really needs people who knows how to treat other people. So yeah, it's embarrassing in that moment, absolutely, fully, no notes. But embarrassing is survival. Raising a kid who never learns empathy, that's the thing that I actually worry about that moment. Have the talk. Even if your talk is every person looks different and that's cool. It counts. I promise, it counts. While we're on the topic of every person looks different, the meal prep situation at the house has escalated. Okay? I need to talk about the meal prep. Just listening, especially I need to talk about what happens when one person in the house discovers meal prep culture. My wife. And the other person, me, is simply trying to survive. It started innocently, though. She found some videos online, inspirational music, glass containers, color-coded food. I thought it was a phase. Get it? See what I'm talking about? It was not a phase. It's now a lifestyle. Every other day, and I mean every other day. The kitchen becomes production studio. There are pots on every burner. There's cutting board, situationing happening that involves 3 separate cutting boards. I don't know why we need 3 cutting boards, but apparently you do. The rice cooker is going, the oven is going, something else is marinating in a bowl, and that I'm not allowed to touch, and she's in there fully locked in, like a chef preparing for a Michelin inspection. Meanwhile, I walk in just trying to get a glass of water, and I get, "Don't touch that. That's Tuesday's lunch." It's Sunday. It's Sunday, and we're already protecting Tuesday's lunch. And the container system? Oh, the container system. We're now on more glass meal prep containers than my own shirts. That's not an exaggerate. I'm not making this up. I'm serious. There's a whole drawer, an entire drawer dedicated to container and lids. And the lids never, and I mean never, matches the containers. It's like a sock drawer, but food storage and somehow more chaotic. She's labeled everything. She used label maker on containers. On containers. I opened the fridge the other day, and there was a container that just says Raz, Wednesday. Like the fridge is a calendar now. I have a slot, guys. Listen to this. I have a slot. I have a designated food slot assigned to a specific day of the week. And here's the thing. Here is where it gets really complicated. The food is good. Like the meal prep is actually incredible. And I hate that I can't complain about the food because the food is amazing. So instead, I have just to stand there eating my Wednesday container and silent, looking at my wife like she's a genius. I'll never fully understand. But the real chaos is when the kids get involved. Because the whole point of meal prep is efficiency, right? Your meal prep, everything, Sunday, the week runs smooth. That plan does not account for the children who open the fridge at 4 p.m. on a Tuesday and eat Thursday's dinner because I was hungry. The look on her face when she discovered that, I'll not describe it because I want to have other episodes. I'll just say I stood very still and spoke very softly, and the system has been updated now. Things are now on higher shelves. Look, I tease about it, but honestly, the meal prep thing has actually made our week smoother. I'll never, and I mean ever, admit that to her face, because then the label maker comes out for more things and I can't handle what comes next. And the next would be spring break, Easter break, whatever school calls it nowadays. The result is the same. The kids are home all day for multiple days in a row. Now, look, I love my kids. I want to be very clear about that before I say everything I'm about to say. One day was beautiful. We slept in. We had a nice morning. We did Easter stuff. Everything was warm, wholesome, and felt like a good day. Day two, they woke up at 6 a.m. and immediately started arguing about something so small I couldn't even process before coffee. I'm standing there half asleep, and one of them is pressing a full case to me like I'm a judge. Dad, they took the... And I'm like, I cannot rule on anything right now. Court is not in session. It's the weekend. But Daddy... No, Daddy needs his coffee before anything applies. And then we have the questions. The one every parent dread during any break. What are we doing today? And they ask it with this energy like I had an itinerary planned for weeks. Like there's a laminated schedule on the wall. So I looked at them. I looked at the clock and I said, we're going to have a great day. And I walked away thinking of something. We end up doing 4 different activities that day. Because every activity lasted exactly 25 minutes before someone was bored or someone did something to someone else and we had to reset. So parks, snacks, a movie they both agreed on. They argued through, though. The whole thing. And the snacking during spring break? Can we talk about the snacking? They're home, so they eat constantly. The kitchen never closes. Forget about meal prep. I went to grab something, and there was literally nothing left to snack on. Not even crumbs. Just an empty shelf looking back at me, with my name label on the containers. I bought snacks for 4 days, and they're all gone. And here what kills me. My wife's meal prepped, food in the fridge, untouched. Not even a container moved. The label organized, color-coordinated, healthy food, perfect, pristine. And the snack cabinet, gone, absolutely looted. Kids have sense for this. It's evolutionary, I think. But real talk, there were moments during the break that were genuinely great. Like we did Easter and the egg hunt and watching them run around looking for eggs, just losing their minds with excitement. That's the stuff, man. That's the stuff you hold on to, the snack chaos, and the what we're doing today questions. And all that is just the packing inside. The packing is there like little humans who are actually really fun to be around. When they're not arguing over things I'll never understand, and the break goes fast. It always does. By the last day, you're almost like, oh, it's over? Almost. You're almost like that. Guess I gotta get back to driving. All right, Carpool Crew. That's a wrap on episode 30. 30 episodes of just talking to you guys from the car, from the road, from wherever life drops me. Just a dad in life. And honestly, it's been the most fun. I didn't know I needed it. So thank you. If you've got parenting moment that still has you losing sleep, or your wife is also building a meal prep empire in your kitchen, and you know you need someone to talk to, hit me up. You know where to find me. Instagram at Carpool Dad Podcast, Carpool Dad on Spotify and Apple Podcast, and at Carpool Dad on YouTube. And if your show has made you laugh or made you feel like, okay, I'm not the only one, leave a review. Share it with another parent who needs it. And really does mean anything, everything for somebody. All right? Keep the carpool rolling, and I'll catch you guys next ride.
Thanks for riding with the Carpool Dad podcast. Now park the car and find a snack before the kids do. See you next ride.